As part of Lucas, I'm very excited to be sharing with you today our Muroplast Sustainable Surface Treatment Seminar. It's a CPD certified course, and it's going to absolutely give you the knowledge and understanding that you need to be able to take forward what's required when it comes to sustainability. Things like BREEAM, these are things that we hear in construction all the time. One thing's for certain, Muroplast are here on an ongoing basis to support you with your projects. We're going to keep you for no longer than 15 minutes here to go through our CPD seminar. What you're going to get out of this is a full understanding and awareness of sustainable surface treatments and their benefits, features and advantages to the environment. The agenda's short. We're going to cover the brief history of Muroplast, our take on sustainability, and we're going to talk about the sustainable surface treatments, which we've broken into 3 sections. History of the company. Founded originally in 1958 in Italy, pretty much on a unique quartz-based coating, still used today. Used worldwide as well as in the UK extensively, and acquired by Lucas Group back in 1979. Today offering a complete package on sustainable surface treatments and specifications. We've put together a CPD certified seminar here on sustainable surface treatments. We'll start with our take on sustainability, derived as most things are from a Latin word, sustinere, which means to hold up, or the capacity to endure. How we contribute to that is by making a low impact on the environment by reducing VOCs, increasing life cycle maintenance and reducing energy usage. One important point here is that all Muroplast treatments are eco-friendly and energy saving. We're now going to go into the 3 treatments: System Naturel, System Mineral and System Santé. Starting with System Naturel, this is an energy-saving, eco-friendly, intelligent lasure system that retains a natural appearance. It can be used internally and externally on a number of substrates. What's important to know about this product is that it's not a coating or a film, but it actually becomes part of the surface. What we see here is a surface that's very porous and has been protected with the M-Guard treatment, the System Naturel. We can apply water to the surface and there is no penetration at all. You can see no seepage through. But what's really important about this is that it doesn't only provide protection from the environment, such as weather, pollution, environmental pollution, but you've got full breathability, which is the key to building protection. So if we introduce air here, we can now see that we've got breathability through the surface. And that really is the key to protecting any external surface. Breathability, so you don't change the structure, but protection externally from the elements. This Celcon block, which soaks up moisture like a sponge, has been treated, but it's impossible to tell which half. What we can see is that moisture is being soaked up on the part that hasn't been treated with M-Guard. But here, we've got water behaving like mercury on the surface. This is really repelling everything that could be thrown at a building and showing that you've got full protection there. So M-Guard's really doing its job. Cracks and joints on buildings are a big problem and an area for water ingress. So again, with M-Guard, very important feature of the product is that it seeps into all the joints and cracks. So when we apply water now to the cut brick to demonstrate the theory behind the protection here, what we can see is that whilst we're putting a lot of water into an area where there's a crack, there's no seepage through at all, and M-Guard's really deep in that joint, repelling moisture. Another key area for building protection. And as you can see, no moisture coming through at all. The chart here demonstrates the technology behind M-Guard, where you can see how the hydrophobic and lipophobic heads are absorbed into the material and protect the porous surface. System Naturel has excellent UV stability because molecules remaining on the surface degrade, but because it becomes part of the surface, you don't get that fading. Resistance to algae and accelerated tests have been excellent, with M-Guard repelling algae spores deep into the surface. And after accelerated aging tests here, you can see that the areas treated in M-Guard prevented the spores growing. It acts as a reversible anti-graffiti treatment. Here we can see that after graffiti has been applied to the surface, it can be pressure cleaned and removed, and in the bottom picture you can still see that the protection is there. To summarise, System Naturel comprises 6 surface treatments. M-Guard Facade is used where you do not wish to change the appearance of the surface, so listed buildings for example. M-Guard Colour unifies a surface, brings a natural appearance, can be used for unifying concrete, for example this bridge. M-Guard HD can be used on horizontal surfaces such as paving. HD Plus can be used where you want to enrich a natural stone. Here we can see slate. M-Guard Timber can be used on vertical surfaces such as cladding, and Timber Plus can be used on areas such as decking. To conclude System Naturel, if we look at the timeline over a 30-year period, we can see one maintenance point compared to every 3 years for silane-based products. This doesn't only reduce impacts on the environment because of less resource, but it also gives you low-cost maintenance. We now move to our second system, System Mineral. This is a quartz-based coating, primarily used externally, but can certainly be used in an internal environment and applied to a number of different substrates. Available in standard colours, but also bespoke colours. It's a decorative finish, it's ideal for masonry, particularly historical buildings and modern architecture. It's light reflective, breathable, and can withstand extreme weather conditions. It has excellent adhesion properties and can be applied to every surface without the need for a primer. Because it contains quartz, which is one of the hardest known minerals, it can withstand extreme weather conditions. It's self-cleaning, so externally an excellent alternative to a masonry treatment. As we can see here, it's available in 2 finishes, a flat finish applied by lambswool roller or a textured finish. This can be particularly interesting where panelling, for instance, or cladding on a building requires a decorative effect. Not a heavy texture, not a spiteful texture, but an orange peel finish so that there's no damage caused to property. Another key feature of the MP Quartz product under System Mineral is breathability. So we've still got the same protection that we demonstrated with the System Naturel, where moisture can pass through the surface, but it protects the external. Because quartz is one of the hardest minerals known, and it's the most stable form of silicon dioxide, the key formula of MP Quartz is that each granule of quartz is the same size, and over 50% of the product is made up of this. Its breathability means that unlike normal coatings that blister when moisture passes through them, it actually allows water to pass through by a particular process called osmosis in the dry state. It can actually dry out a damp wall. On a case study here for County Durham, on a housing estate done over 30 years ago, 200 properties that had a major water ingress problem are still today being protected by MP Quartz. As we can see here, another interesting case. Elephant and Castle Shopping Centre, treated numerous times over many years, still showing the original green MP Quartz applied and well adhered to the concrete panelling. To conclude System Mineral, we're going to look over a 30-year period again, and what we can see is that there's 3 maintenance points where just 1 coat of MP Quartz would be applied to revive the surface. But when we look at a normal masonry coating, every 5 years, which is the maximum that you would redecorate externally, that's 6 redecoration cycles. MP Quartz clearly reduces cost and impacts on the environment. We'll conclude now with our third and final system, System Sante. This is a high-end, decorative, luxurious finish that can be used internally and externally. It's a desirable, luxurious, decorative finish, very similar to a Venetian plaster type effect. The key points here are that it's a seamless, durable and cleanable finish, low maintenance. It has antibacterial properties, it's a definite alternative to wall coverings because there's no joints. It can be easily repaired, visually it's stunning, it's low VOC, it's quick drying, meaning it's very program efficient. It carries full certification, low VOCs, antibacterial, scrub test certification for hard wearing and Class O spread of flame. There's 2 finishes, The first one is Pelata. This is an elegant finish with a subtle sparkle. If we look at the efficiency of application, traditional application here, brush, roller, spray. What's really interesting is how we achieve the finish. This requires special training and gives a fantastic finish. So if we look at the effect created here on this sample card, it's actually been achieved by using what looks like an upturned soap dish. This is very much down to the individual applicator as to the pattern achieved and the architect's requirements at the beginning of the project. But by using this tool, we can create a tight or open pattern that gives a stunning finish. And a small version of the tool can be used in very tight areas so that you get a consistency of finish even on narrow girth areas. The second finish here is Tactite. It's a soft touch feel, almost like a suede. Very easy to clean and used in a number of environments where cleanliness is essential. Application, traditional brush, roller, spray, so very efficient. But again, we're going to look at how we achieve the finish. So we've got a suede look here and a beautiful soft feel. How this is achieved is using a handleless paintbrush. So again, training required and the technique down to the individual and what's agreed with the architect. It could be straight lines, it could be multi-directional, but what you're left with is a stunning suede effect finish. This uses rubber suspended in resin. It's like dashboard technology that's used in the automotive industry, now brought to construction projects and applied by hand. So to summarise, there's two finishes, Pelata and Tactite. They can be used in a number of environments. Here's some examples. To conclude System Sante, we're going to again look over a 30-year period, and what we can see is a clear reduction in impact on the environment and cost savings on maintenance. Here we have a maintenance point every 7 years. If we look at a standard decorative finish, we've got a minimum of 10 redecoration cycles. To summarise the three systems we've talked about here, System Naturel, the M-Guard range, System Mineral, MP Quartz, System Sante, the Armorcolor products. What we've demonstrated is that these reduce impact on the environment and provide long-term cost savings on maintenance. For over 50 years, Muralplast has been serving major projects in the UK. Here's some examples where sustainability targets have been met as a direct result of using Muralplast products. We hope that you've enjoyed this CPD seminar and would welcome your feedback.